keto pantry tour and organization. Let's go. So this is my pantry. It's not a walk-in, it's just got shelving, which I'm going to show you in a second, and it's next to my upright freezer. I thought this video would be useful for you if you're struggling for space in your pantry and you're like our family where you have special diet requirements for different people. Sometimes we have people who are doing strict keto, and then some others don't do keto at all. A quick overview is on one side I have most of the keto products that I use, and the organization factor helps me because it saves me time when I'm looking for things, and sometimes I can end up looking for products for about half an hour, and I want to cut that down, and you may want to as well. Then on this side I've got mostly regular products, and things that I don't regularly use I've placed at the back. Now we're going to take a detailed look into how I've organized everything. You might want to consider getting yourself some cheap organizational products, things like Lazy Susans and the containers that are all matchy-matchy. They come in handy when you're trying to fit in or maximize your space. I also got one of these, El Cheapo Label Maker. You do get companies that will do your labeling for you, but they cost a couple of $100s, and I wasn't prepared to invest that much into labeling. Couple of other things: you will not need as many products as I have. Please don't freak out. Sometimes before I release a video on a recipe, I bake a bread, for example, 10 times sometimes, and so that requires a lot of ingredients. Also, I didn't buy my ingredients all at once. Every time I tried a recipe when I started keto, I built it up as I went along. Also, my containers and the Lazy Susans and whatnot, they costed me about $200. It can get really expensive, so do try to keep things at a reasonable cost. That's all the info I have for you. Let's get started. First, I removed everything and cleaned the inside. I noticed the shelves had some stains on it, so I worked those using the pink stuff paste. Next, I had to refill some empty containers. You will see me talk about backstock. Backstock is your leftover product that's still left in the packaging. Almond flour, which I regularly use for baking pastries, cakes, bread, etc., etc. And chia flour, which I'm currently experimenting with to replace all flours I already have. Then monk fruit granulated sweetener, and I also made a separate container for powdered sweetener so I don't have to make it every time I need it. I managed to source allulose, so I made a container for that too. Then refilled instant dried yeast and flaxseed meal. Dark and white sugar-free chocolate chips was next. In terms of organization, I like to keep similar products together. So I've got all my oils, vinegar, and similar stuff on one Lazy Susan. And at the back of that is alcohol, which we rarely drink. And to the left, there is my food processor that I only use sometimes. On the other side of the same shelf, you can see my food processor to the right, and then my mixer. Our vitamins are right at the front because we take them every day, and at the back of that I've got breakfast cereals as backstock. Next shelf down on the right side is the herbs and spices I use most often, and on the left side of that shelf I have canned foods and cooking sauces, and this first Lazy Susan is mostly non-keto items, and the next one is keto items. I've got my nut butters, coconut milk and cream, olives. Dijon mustard is really low in carbs, food coloring and extracts, and more spices at the back, and yes, I have too many. We're on the third shelf now, and on the right, this is where I reach for all my keto items. I have all sorts in here. Do feel free to pause the video if you want to take a detailed look. On the other side is non-keto breakfast cereals and some treats, including the dogs, and regular white sugar with brown at the back. And you can see my keto products to the right that we just looked at. The last shelf at the bottom is all my restock products. I'm keeping this allulose packet so that when I use it, I can scan it into my app. And to the left is regular plain flour and rice. And just taking a look from the other side, I regularly use baking paper, foil and cling wrap. And then I've got my cutting boards and put the regular rice and flour here because I don't use them all that much. I hope this video was useful for you and inspires you to get organized. If you have any tips for me, please, I would love some because I'm always trying to find ways to save time. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and be well.
Okay, I think we move this to here and this to up here and that to down there and this to in here and that over there.